Hey guys, and welcome to an episode of EverQuest 2. On this one, I'm going to be showing you guys exactly what the items you've been getting for your house can look like when you put them into one of your houses. In this case, this is one of my guild halls that I created a long time ago. The houses used to be very, very small, and the items you get would be cluttered, and so I needed some more space. So I actually created a guild hall just for my alts. And this is the stuff that I've managed to acquire and put inside here as the look. So I'm going to show off my guild hall a little bit and just give you guys a basic idea of what this stuff will look like over time and how much of it you will accumulate. So this is a little mailbox you get. There's little paintings there. As you see the lights, they have a little effects. You can get those from different quests. You can also get them from, there's different festivals they have every month in certain towns. It changes every month, a different town each month. And there's different items you can get in each one of those different towns. So if you miss one of them and you see something you like, you can always usually find it on the broker as well. These are all things you can find or do quests for to get. So I'm going to go ahead and go through here. These doors are not native to the guild. It's just something you actually have to get through one of those festivals and put in there. This is my museum room. As you see, I try to make it look kind of fancy. These walls are marble that came from one of those festivals as well. The floor as well are tiles that I put down. These are trade or no trade quest items. These little minerals, these little crystals. The pictures, I believe, are rewards given to people who have purchased the game. And the longer you're a paying member, the more time gets added onto your account and the more rewards you get. So as you can see, there's quite a bit here. There's still a few things that I'm working on. I'm missing a painting up there in the top right corner. I kind of like to keep my stuff symmetrical. You'll see this little spinning thing right here. It has some kind of nice little fire. And then, of course, a little thing hanging from the ceiling. These two little guys right here are actually heads of enemies that I've killed. When you kill a very big bad guy, usually somebody who's epic times 2, which really means you have at least two raid groups. Or not two raid groups, two groups with you. You get these heads off of them on occasion, they drop, and then you have to get somebody to make you a mount. You combine the two together, and you can put it in your guild hall basically as a status symbol that you've killed those guys. You show people who newly join your group or your guild that you're able to kill those guys, that you've killed them before, and the chances are you'll kill them again. Now these guys are rather old creatures that I managed to pretty much kill with just one group. And nobody really wanted the mounts, so I went ahead and took them for myself. And that's the end of my my museum room. If you keep going a little further, you'll see a little fire pit that I put here. You can hear the sound of the fire crackling. A little picture frame on the wall. And then this whole room right here is under construction as well still. It's my Frostfell room. It's the room that I have for all my my Christmassy stuff, my snowman, snow globes, the candles. I have some little musical playing boxes here that you can even click on, and they'll play different melodies, each one. I got a fire pit with the stockings on it, as well as my snow globes, and the snow globes each have a different depiction inside of them, and they'll play different music for each one as well. You got your little Santa sleigh over here with the little ribbon, the snow that actually has little snow flurries. The Christmas tree, and the Christmas tree actually lights up, but it has like 5 or 6 different effects that you can have. You can have it twinkling, you can have certain lights on, red, blue, green, and so forth. The carpets are not native, I put all those down as well. So we're going to go ahead and head downstairs, put paintings on the wall, a little urn, and the carpets is, it's just something to make it a little homely. Make people feel, like somebody's taking the time to make it look good for them. So here we go. This is the trade skill room. I got different kinds of basically blacksmithing areas. As you progress in the quest, you'll find that there are different ones that you need for quest-specific items. So I have all of those from doing those quests. I also have a woodworking table, my alchemy and my food, as well as for scrolling, for making spells. Some benches that you can't really use, but they look kind of nice. And then I'll go ahead and show you, this is my study. This is where all the stuff that I have for my personal room go. If I could make a room like this in real life, I definitely would. I like these little toy things. A little map on the table. A giant little bookshelf that's actually half into the wall, but kind of looks like it isn't. You know, globe. And then all these little tiny trinkets that I've gotten from Quest. And basically from events that have gone on. They have these little cool effects that are on them. This little lamp right here you can actually click on and zone into. It's kind of cool. It's from a Quest. All of this stuff is stuff that you will acquire as you play through the game and turn in collectibles. And as you can see, if you bought one of the little tiny small rooms to start with, all of this would not fit in there. Got another fireplace, a little thing of embers here, a little bed that I've managed to scrape together. And the doors are clickable. You click on them just like you would anywhere else, and they open up. I have a little bathroom that's not complete totally. There's still quite a bit more I can get. A little mannequin that you can get. They come in all different shapes and sizes. You can get them for humans, you can get them for ogres, you can get them for dwarfs, and they will look like those classes or those races. And then you can put armor on them. This set of armor that this guy's wearing is a set that I wore for quite a long time. Eventually I'll upgrade from this set of armor that I'm wearing right now, and I'll get another one of these and put them down here, and then it will have like the progression of what I've wore throughout the game. I wish those had come out sooner because I sold quite a few pieces of, or a few sets of armor that I had worn for quite a long time that I no longer have, and they were no trade, so those are gone forever until I can make another character that used to have those. This is another spare bedroom with little pictures, basically a hobby room. A little teddy bear right here. You can click on him and he will shoot out little hearts out of his mouth. He's for one of those little Valentine's Day quests. You know, you have your little thing of water down here. Basically Valentine's Day candle right there. You can see the hearts coming out of it and the flowers on the ground. Just a little way to use some of the special stuff that I've acquired over time. This is a special door. Didn't come with the guild. These are all things that I've acquired as well. Like the guy standing in here, he's a guy that you can only get if you have a guild hole, and he'll allow you to teleport to different areas, but the ring around him was something that you could only acquire through a special event that went on right before one of the expansions. Basically part of the story, trying to tell you that you needed to repair one of the druid rings, the wizard rings, to be able to go to the new expansion before it came out. So they did that like a week before, and it took about that long for the progress in that that event to get to its maximum. And even when it did, it didn't like do anything until the expansion came out. So it's just kind of a neat little thing that they did for us. This is like my my brewery right here. Not all of this stuff is actually for that, but a lot of it looks cool and it kind of goes with it. And then I got my paintings on my carpet. This room isn't done. It has a lot of the miscellaneous stuff that I haven't quite moved around. You can see these are little tiny chairs. They're not chairs that are meant for troll, or no, not trolls, but for dwarfs. You can actually resize any object that you get to a certain size. So these are all shrunk down to the smallest size, so that I just stuck them in here for now until I get to use them. And this is my dining hall right here. You can see I got my fish back there and a little fish tank. It's only half complete because I took down one side so that I could get in there and add more fish, and I just haven't put the other side back up. But I got my bartender here, and he has this little stein of ales. It's actually a rather large bar because my barbarian is really tall and he can't even reach the top. He looks like a little kid, which is kind of weird. And then of course I got my playing card tables and a little glass table. There are glass mirrors down on the ground, and of course all the pictures and the paintings that I have on the wall. And these little cups on the table are actually steaming. You can see the steam coming out of there, or rising out of those. So a lot of the stuff you'll get have effects on them that you'll want to show off, or just simply enjoy yourself. And then of course, during the holidays, whether it's Thanksgiving or Christmas, they have special food items you can get. There's not really food on here, it just looks like it. So you can get those and add them all on here to your dining table. And of course that looks like Halloween because it looks like little eyeballs or something like that. And so Christmas is actually my second favorite holiday. Halloween is my first. And you'll be able to tell that simply by walking in here to this room right here. For those of you who are a little squeamish, you might not want to look. I'm just kidding. It's actually not that bad. So this is all the Halloween stuff that I've managed to get, as well as items throughout the game that just kind of fit in here. Like this little alligator slash crocodile. He's not really Halloween, but he does kind of look like he goes in here. And then of course the flooring, the tile, is of little tiny skulls, and that's something I acquired somewhere else as well. That didn't come with the guild hall. And these guys are stuff that I've acquired. A little fire. And you can see the roof is green. I've added the walls. These hedges are something you get from doing the Halloween quest. And I'll show you that because it's coming up here in about a week. And I'll take you through each one of the Halloween quests. Show you the rewards that you can get. And see, I got a little harpy with a little, you know, making his little brew or something. And you got your little cube that's like dissolving a skeleton inside there. And you got something in here that's been wrapped up by a spider, and you can actually see it like breathing, which is very cool. And another one right there. This wears like a little scorpion. Now if you go a little further in, you'll see these little guys. I have them all over the place. They kind of fit like they go in. Little eye guy and little rock guy that's on fire, and of course skeletons hanging from the ceiling. And then as you go up here, you get a little bit lag, simply because it's an outside area, and I got quite a bit of stuff out here. But you'll see, like right there, there's lag right there. But there's a giant dragon. He's holding his head right above this little green flame. And then I got fog out here, which is why you'll see it's kind of a little difficult to see until you move closer. That's just for the little spooky effect. Your little guy in little shackles, and this guy's actually moving around. And all of this stuff, the table, the urns, that's all stuff that I had to put down. I had to sit there and manually do it. And I'll do a tutorial and show you guys how to resize objects, how to raise and lower them, how to create second floors, just out of tiles alone. These are guys that I've gotten from doing a quest. I wanted to get a few more of them because they're very cool looking. You know, giant pumpkins, little crypts. And as you can see, there's a little crypt of the warrior. And then I got a little scarecrow over here, and he's working on his little fire dragon little area. And as you can see, there's little corners where they don't quite match up as well, and those are places where I'll go back and work on it. Now if you get a house, and they've gotten much bigger in the game, so that you can get a house pretty much as big as this without having to go through all the heartache and trials of creating a guild on your own and leveling it up so that you can buy a tier 2, because that's what this is a tier 2 hall. And it costs quite a bit to maintain, but it's not too much for my guy to handle at his level. But if you buy one of the bigger houses, you can actually put them up on the market and let people see what they are. They can come in there and visit, they vote, and you'll get rewards for doing that as you place in different tournaments and stuff. I've never done that, simply because they added that after I had already done all this work, and taking everything apart and putting it back in, it takes like weeks. I mean, I'm not kidding. I came in here and I would spend 2 or 3 hours after a raid just relaxing, just cooling down, because the raids can be very stressful at times. And I would do this just for enjoyment and just move things around until I got everything exactly right where I want it. And you'd be surprised about how difficult it can be once you start adding quite a bit in here to just get things just perfectly right. Like this thing right here in the middle, it needed to look like it was perfectly in the middle no matter what angle you looked at it. And so I've moved that thing around 50 or 60 times trying to find, oh, did it look, see, it's a little off there, but it looks perfect from over here, and it looks okay from over here and over here. And so it's just really difficult to do this, and so I never really had it in me to take everything down and do it all over again. But as I go through the game, I'll be acquiring more and more items, and I'll go through and create a new house together and show you guys how to do that, and then we'll list it and let people judge, and you can judge it and decide if you like it or don't like it. And I'm getting a little bit of lag here. I think my internet's about to cop out. But again, guys, if you like this, please hit the like button, subscribe, leave some comments below, you know, or hit me up in game. I'll be happy to group with you guys.